The 20th National Congress of the Communist Party of China commences this weekend. The opening ceremony is slated for Sunday, and over 2,000 delegates are expected to participate in this historic Congress. Historic in the sense that President Xi Jinping is expected to be re-elected for a third term. A third term because in 2018 he abolished the two-term limit. And if he's re-elected, it means that he will be the first president to serve a third term since he has changed the constitution of the party. Now, there are many journalists who are in Beijing covering this important event. And for most of us, we are in a bubble, so to speak, in a hotel where the press center of the Congress is also established. And I've spoken to some of those journalists who are covering this event, some of them for the very first time, including Guyana's own Sukhnandan from the state-owned National Communications Network. He is an editor there, and this is Samuel's first time in Guyana. He, along with several other journalists from Latin America, spoke with the newsroom at the Congress. Here's what they had to say about their views on China and their expectations of the Congress.
It is one of the most important political events of the decade in China, and I'm very pleased to be part of it. And it is also a defining moment for politics, policy, and the world. The experience has been exceptional in China so far. The perception that you have of China back home is so different. Living here, it gives you a better understanding of the economics, the social, and the political life here in China. So I think the perception of the Western world and else places is different from what actually is happening right here in China.
I visited China for 7 years, and I've been seeing changes. In fact, everything we are watching these days as great achievements of China, I found it quite real. I found it's quite true. We can see that it's not just propaganda. A lot of true.
It's my first time in China. I have written a lot about the economic model of China, the development model. But it's another thing to be here and experience firsthand how they approach economic growth with quality, how they understand the possibility of the Belt and Road Initiative to lessen the asymmetries between regions, for example. And it has been an amazing opportunity to be here in this historical moment.
This is the first time that we're actually covering the Congress of the Communist Party of China so closely. So far, the Congress, of course, hasn't yet started, though we got a lot of information from it so far, and we have so many expectations from the people who are going to be nominated to the main bodies of Chinese leadership, and also as to whatever indications that we might get from the speeches of the economic direction that China is taking in the next 5 years, and also its foreign policy direction, which of course, as we all know, China is a global power now, and that impacts the whole world.
Following a press conference on Saturday, the spokesperson for the National Congress told reporters that the constitution of the Communist Party will be revised. He did not go into details as to what those revisions will be or what parts of the constitution will be amended. But it is important to note that because China is a world power, what happens at the Congress on Sunday and the following days will have a major impact on not only Guyana but globally. Reporting for the newsroom from Beijing, I am Fareeza Haniff for the newsroom.